Have you ever wondered how the upper caste of India played a significant role in supporting the rulers during the Mughal era? Delve with us into the annals of history where the Mughal Empire, a period marked by grandeur, cultural syncretism, and political intrigue, reigned supreme. The power structure that burgeoned during this era was a fascinating tapestry woven with the threads of intricate caste dynamics. At the helm of this social hierarchy, the upper caste held a position of remarkable influence and authority. Key figures from the upper caste played pivotal roles in the governance of the empire. They served as advisors, administrators, and warriors, their support proving indispensable to the rulers. The likes of Raja Todarmal, a finance minister under Emperor Akbar, is a testament to this fact. His revenue system, the Dasala, was a cornerstone of Mughal administration, demonstrating the significant contribution of the upper caste. The upper caste didn't merely serve as the backbone of administration. Their influence extended to the social and cultural fabric of the era as well. They were the torchbearers of tradition, the custodians of culture, and the harbingers of societal norms. Their role was instrumental in shaping the society that thrived under Mughal rule. Their support for the Mughal rulers wasn't without its rewards. The upper caste enjoyed numerous benefits, ranging from land grants to influential positions within the court. These privileges further solidified their status, allowing them to shape the economic landscape of the empire. They had a stake in key decision-making processes, from fiscal policies to trade agreements, their influence permeating every stratum of society. But it wasn't just about power and privilege. The upper caste's support for the rulers was also rooted in a sense of duty and allegiance. It was about maintaining order, preserving traditions, and upholding the societal structure that had been established over centuries. Clearly, the upper caste was instrumental in shaping the course of history during the Mughal era. Their role, marked by a blend of power, privilege, and duty, was a defining factor in the functioning of the Mughal Empire, the ripples of which can still be felt in the tapestry of Indian history. As we transition from the Mughal era, how did the role of the upper caste evolve during the British rule? The transition from the Mughal to the British rule was marked by seismic shifts in the political landscape of India. The Mughals, with their intricate system of nobility and hierarchy, had integrated the upper caste into their administration. However, the advent of the East India Company brought a different dynamic. The British, unlike the Mughals, were foreign not just in origin, but also in their ideologies. They came with a mercantile mindset, seeking to exploit India's resources. Their administration was more bureaucratic, less personal. The upper caste, accustomed to positions of power and influence, found themselves grappling with these changes. The British, recognizing the importance of the upper caste in the societal structure, utilized them to maintain control. Yet, their role was different, less autonomous, more subservient. As the British took over, the upper caste found themselves in a new landscape, adapting to the changes in power. Let's delve into the role of the upper caste during the British era. As the British East India Company secured its foothold in India, the upper caste, comprising Brahmins and Kshatriyas, continued their tradition of aligning with the rulers. Prominent figures such as Raja Ram Mohan Roy, a Brahmin, actively advocated for British education and reforms, paving the way for the Bengal Renaissance. In contrast to the Mughal era, the British rule brought a paradigm shift in the political landscape. The British introduced the zamindari system, a land revenue collection model which gave unprecedented power and wealth to the upper caste zamindars. These zamindars, predominantly from the upper caste, acted as intermediaries between the British rulers and the peasants. Notably, the British also leveraged the caste system to their advantage. They adopted a policy of divide and rule, exacerbating caste and religious differences to maintain control. The upper castes, with their access to British education and proximity to power, were instrumental in implementing these policies. In the economic sphere, the British era marked the advent of modern industries in India. The upper castes, leveraging their privileged access to education, took up administrative and professional roles in these emerging sectors, further consolidating their influence. On the social front, the upper castes were at the forefront of social reform movements, advocating for abolition of practices like sati and child marriage. However, these reform movements often reflected their own interests and perspectives, with limited consideration for the lower castes. The British era was a period of significant change, and the upper castes once again found themselves at the heart of these transformations. Whether it was advocating for British education, implementing divisive policies, or leading social reforms, the upper caste played a crucial role in shaping the political, social, and economic landscape of India during this period. The upper caste once again played a pivotal role in shaping the history of India during the British era. So, what does the role of the upper caste in supporting the rulers during the Mughal and British eras tell us? The answer to this question is a tale intricately woven into the fabric of India's history. The upper caste's alliance with the Mughal rulers had a profound impact on the social, political, and cultural landscape of the time. Their support was instrumental in shaping the Mughal Empire's policies and governance. They helped establish a stable and well-structured administration, which was a critical factor in the empire's longevity. The blending of the Mughal and Indian cultures, evident in the architecture, literature, and art of the time, was a direct result of this symbiotic relationship. As India transitioned from Mughal to British rule, the role of the upper caste evolved. Their support for the British rulers was more nuanced, often motivated by self-preservation and the desire to maintain their socio-economic status. They played a significant role in the implementation of British policies, contributing to the smooth functioning of the colonial administration. However, this alliance also had its repercussions. It led to the deepening of social divisions and the solidification of the caste system, the effects of which continue to be felt in present-day India. In essence, the support of the upper caste for the rulers, both Mughal and British, had a profound and lasting impact on India's history. It shaped the nation's socio-political landscape and influenced the course of its cultural evolution. The vestiges of these historical alliances are still visible in modern India, in its social structure, its political discourse, and its cultural ethos. This exploration of the past is not just an academic exercise. It offers us valuable insights into the present, helping us understand the roots of many contemporary issues. It underscores the importance of critically examining history, of questioning the narratives we have been handed down, and of continually re-evaluating our understanding of the past. We hope this deep dive into the role of the upper caste in India's history has offered you some fascinating insights. Until next time, keep exploring history